In this video, I recount the time me and my friend watched every Fast and Furious movie back to back. A couple things before we start the video. One, in the background, there will be video playing, and that's of me and my friend watching the first two Fast and Furious movies sped up to 5 times speed. And two, there's like a bit of a meme that they say family a lot in these movies, and so in the corner there will be a counter of just exactly how many times they say family. We took a count every time they said it in the movies, and so it'll update as we do our reviews. I just wanted to clarify those. Enjoy the video. I'm about to start watching Fast and Furious 1. It is 12:34 p.m. on Wednesday, July 21st. Okay, so we just finished watching Fast and Furious 1.
It's 2:35 in the afternoon.
Yes.
Fast and the Furious 1 has been finished.
Yes, exactly. My thoughts exactly.
Exactly. I'll give it a 6 out of 10 Vin Diesels. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was all right, but at the same time, I don't really have the standard yet to really judge the movies.
Yeah,
This
true.
is the first one I've ever seen.
Same. I'd give it like a 5 out of 10. I didn't think it was that great. There was a lot of plot to it.
Are we gonna give a summary of the plot?
No, I mean we can give a little bit of one. I mean, there's just too much going on, and I feel like they don't give enough reason for what's going on, so it kind of like just jumps between scenes that are like outrageous. Wouldn't you say?
I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think some of the scenes are just outrageous. There's the one man in the chainmail armor that we just
we hated
him. Terrible.
If you've seen it, he's just annoying.
He's terrible, and he's mean to everybody, but he keeps getting invited.
I mean,
to the
they
team.
love him. They love him.
The team, for some reason, just keeps him around.
They're
not the gang. They're the team.
So the team is it's Vin Diesel, okay, Paul Walker.
Yeah.
Right? This is the team. The team. I don't know why they chose the name The Team. That's kind of a terrible name.
It's kind of an awful name.
I don't know why they did that.
The villains have a much better name.
So yeah, I would say it wasn't terrible, but we'll just have to see like how it progresses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Would agree.
Like throughout them, I think this is gonna be pretty much the like gold. Where are you going? The gold standard of Fast and Furious
I would
movies.
agree. I think I can very much see how this was the start of the movies. Hey, if I'm gonna just be down to earth for a second and just be completely I don't know. It was good.
You're gonna give it a 6 out of 10. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Call it 5.5 out of 10 as like a congregate score.
5.5 out of 10. Like it's the standard.
It's a standard. I mean, they can only get better and or worse. It's like the epitome of like middle of the road. Literally.
I would agree. Yeah.
So
they're driving in the middle of the road too, which is rather unsafe.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend that.
We're about to start Fast and Furious 2. Too Fast, Too Furious.
Is that actually what it's called?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
That's the worst name I've ever heard.
I love that name.
Oh my god, that's not a good omen.
So we'll see
for what's to come.
We'll see. We'll review that one in about 2 hours. I think it's like hour 45. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
What the?
Okay, it's 4:41 p.m. And we've just finished Too Fast, Too Furious.
Which is the worst name I think I've ever heard.
Surprisingly good though.
Surprisingly, it was better.
It was pretty good. It was
because it was more like to the point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was very like
less lollygagging.
Less lollygagging. I didn't really feel like they were lollygagging.
Yeah.
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 There was also a clear villain this time. It wasn't just the punks.
Yeah.
The punks were in the last one.
The punks were we didn't really make that clear. The punks were the villains in the first movie.
And it was like a group. And I can't say I've ever been a fan.
Bit of a congregate.
It wasn't like the team, though, because they were the protagonists.
No, the teams were the protagonists. Not many team members in this one.
There was literally just one.
Yeah, one. Yeah.
PewDiePie. He carries over.
PewDiePie, again, is the protagonist. He's
Brian.
Paul Walker's character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel wasn't even in this
Nowhere
one.
to be found.
Nowhere to be found.
A little disappointing.
I mean, I know he's coming back, because now he's like the main man of the whole franchise.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
he's definitely returning.
He's gotta be coming back.
He's definitely got some kind of, like, he's got something brewing. You know what I mean?
He's got a couple things brewing.
Overall, we give it, like, what, a 7 out of 10? Is that what we decided?
I decided 7 out of 10, which is, like, you know, better than last. Last we decided 5.5 out of 10. Definitely better than that one.
Yeah, I feel like we were right in saying that the quality is just going to keep going up. You know.
Well,
until a certain point. I mean,
I feel like it's actually gonna maybe get worse. I feel like this was a fluke. You know what I mean?
It's gonna get better, and then it's gonna get worse.
It was also, like you said, the world's most unsatisfying sequel.
Yeah,
if you didn't know that other movies were coming after this one, it would be like not.
It would suck because you would want that, because the first one kind of ended with a bit of a cliffhanger. Not really, but like it was a little bit of one, and so I feel like this one, it doesn't really like perform on that Vin Diesel like cliffhanger. You know what I mean?
What?
Yeah, but it's like a completely different like thing than the first one, I would say. Wouldn't you agree? It's like
I can't wait till they go to Egypt. That's all I'm gonna say. Compared to the standard that these movies have set, right, by the first one and stuff, judging like using the first one as the standard as the comparison, I'm just gonna say that this is a little like slightly better. You know what I mean?
I think that's fair, and I'm excited to see Fast and Furious 3 Tokyo Drift, which is next. It's 6:58. We just finished watching Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift,
which is the third one.
Yep, the third one. Also, I think we can kind of agree it was the worst one.
Probably of the three we've watched so far.
No.
There wasn't a whole lot of substance. The only thing that they really added to the game was drifting.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. That was the coolest part. There was some neat like.
But none of the characters ended up returning.
Yeah, there was the only character that returned from the previous films was Dominic Toretto, aka Vin.
Love him.
Love him to death. Shows up at the end, which admittedly was the best part of the entire film. Aside from that, the characters introduced kind of suck. They legitimately are kind of
The main
terrible.
character of this one is very weak.
Yeah. He's got like a really weird country accent, but his dad is in it.
But he also can't commit to the accent. I feel like it goes off and on, you know.
It's definitely not his real accent. His dad is in it, and straight up his dad has no accent.
His favorite color is navy, definitely.
Yeah.
He's got a whole shirt that says it.
True. Yeah, I'd probably give this one like what? A 2 out of 10 Vin Diesels?
I'm gonna be a bit more generous and say 3 out of 10 Vin Diesels.
Okay. Yep. So we're about to watch Fast and Furious 4, aka Fast and Furious.
Is this what it's called?
It's just what it's called. It's called Fast and I think it might be called Fast and
Give me
Furious.
some of that nitrous oxide.
We need more nitrous oxide.
We need some more.
Okay, so we just finished watching Fast and Furious.
They just took out the "the" from the first movie's title.
It's a terrible name. Fast and Furious 4. It's 9:27. We got a lot left. I mean, we got 5 more movies. This one was alright. It was probably the most, like, middle of the road one we've seen so far.
I would agree. It's the second best for sure.
Yeah.
After the second one.
Which is not saying much, considering the first one was, like, okay, and then 3 sucked. So...
3 was bad.
What would we give this one out of 10, you think?
As for a location, it's just not near as interesting as being in, like, Tokyo. They're kind of just back to Los Angeles.
I agree with that.
Although... they bring back main characters, which is a significant improvement.
They
from
bring
the third
back.
one.
They don't bring back every main character, but they bring back.
Well, they pretty much do.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they're missing just a couple.
Yeah.
And they even bring back one of the Tokyo Drift characters in a flashback. Which was cool.
Because he dies in the actual movie.
Aside from that, it was really just kind of standard, like what you would kind of expect from a Fast and Furious movie.
I think that this is where the change in the movie started happening.
Yeah, we knew going in there was a bit of a change that would occur.
They became a little bit less gritty and a little bit more like a family action movie.
Yeah, but yeah.
This is where the change began.
Kind of generic. They kind of go from like
I think that this movie looks incredibly generic.
Yeah, it looks...
I want one of these to like look interesting, and so far that just hasn't happened.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think it is either.
I think that the closest we would have gotten was Tokyo Drift. So yeah, I'd say this one's pretty middle of the road.
Yeah, and look how that turned out. Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, it wasn't good. But I'd say this one's pretty middle of the road. Yeah. Just kind of generic.
Yeah, I can't wait till they go to Egypt.
Yeah. All right. We're about to watch...
scarabs.
We're about to watch Fast 5.
Yeah.
Great name. Which I know introduces The Rock, so that's exciting.
That's very exciting.
That'll be good. All right.
They actually built the pyramids out of rocks. So.
Yeah, true. Okay, it's 12:26 a.m. And we've just finished Fast 5.
Fast 5 was terrific.
It was excellent. It was really good.
It's on par with 2 in where our ranking goes.
Yeah.
I'd say the ranking currently stands as 2 is number 1.
Yeah,
This
I agree.
is in a close second.
Yes.
Past that, it's got to be like...
Probably 4.
Probably 4 and then 1 and then Tokyo Drift
It was terrible.
Yikes.
But
that was
this
like a
one,
spin-off. That should not have been the third movie.
I agree. This one, it's like Infinity War.
Tokyo Drift should not have been like in the main line.
I agree.
It shouldn't have been the third one.
Dude,
Anyway,
but this one is like Infinity War. It brings in characters from Tokyo Drift. It brings in characters from 4.
Most importantly, it brings in my favorite character from 2.
Yes. It brings in all the characters from 2.
Pretty much every like major character from the past comes into play in this one, which I really like.
And they're all a team, and you have like the Rock's character kind of beefing with them at the beginning.
Yeah, so the Rock's character was actually introduced in this one. He's kind of the main antagonist, which I also think is good. I think it's bad when these movies, like for instance the first one, where it just had the punks.
Yeah, it was the first one was.
They need to have a central antagonist, and this one did, right?
This one was like so in the first one, the biggest problem was there was too much going on. This one, there's a lot going on, and in a very similar way, but I feel like it does it expertly.
Yeah, like, it's a lot more straightforward, even though it is technically probably the same amount.
There's a couple villains, a lot of heroes, but I feel like...
It's easy to keep track of who's who as well.
I agree. And the action scenes were really cool. There was some really cool...
Dragging around a vault, dude, I was into that.
That was nice. That was epic. Overall, I would just say it's like just a really good movie. Like, it was like legitimately good. Could be a bit of the Stockholm Syndrome. We've been watching them for almost 12 hours setting in. But like, I don't know. The whole time I was like engaged. It was good.
Yeah.
When you say so?
Yeah, this is on par with 2. Maybe a little bit less. I like it just because one thing is that I feel like something about 2 is that like 2 didn't really take itself super seriously.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. This one could be a little self-serious.
Yeah, it may be taking itself a bit too seriously.
And I also think this one is like the most sequel of any of them.
Yeah, this really does feel like this feels like it's connected to another movie. You know what I mean? That's why I hated Tokyo Drift so much.
Yeah, it was such a spin-off, one-off type thing. You could watch it and not.
You could leave that out of these movies and not like. It wouldn't matter.
Same thing with 4. 4 kind of had a similar issue.
Well, okay,
4 was like a
4
soft
was a bit
reboot.
more necessary.
It was a bit of a soft reboot.
4 was there to really show you that like they were kind of reforming.
Reintroduce.
Yeah.
Reintroduce Dom and I don't know though. This one was really good. Solid 8 out of 10 Dominic Toretto's.
Yeah, definitely 8 out of 10 / 4 out of 5 Dominic Toretto's / Vin Diesel's.
So we're about to watch Fast 6. So we'll come back with a review after that.
I hope to go to Egypt.
Yep. Classic. Okay. It's 2:54 a.m. We just finished watching Fast and the Furious 6.
I have so little to say.
It really wasn't that good.
I have so little.
It was really disappointing after the masterpiece that was
5.
Fast 5.
Then again, it's almost like, even trying to look past our biases, because naturally after 5, we were expecting something.
Yeah, I mean...
Even past that, it wasn't a lot.
No, it was really...
I felt like... generic.
Yeah, it was very generic, but also 5, they really did a lot for the side characters. I felt like in this one, it was really like
they
Dominic
focused on
Toretto.
Dom.
And like, that's fine, but it's not what I want. You know what I mean? For me, I kind of like the side characters.
I'm a fan of the side characters too.
So it's just kind of boring.
Yeah. Even people who are like main events in previous movies, for instance, PewDiePie, he was not even a big deal.
He was in it for like 5 minutes. He literally went to prison for no reason, and then like...
Yeah, that didn't make any sense.
He was in it for like 10 minutes max.
The fighting on the plane at the end was kind of cool, I guess.
It was cool, but it was really long. Dude, the fight scene at the end was extremely long. It was... I'd say overall, it was just too long. Like, I feel like it could have been better as like 2 hours instead of like 2:10, or even better would be like an hour 45.
An hour 45.
Going back to like, that would be pretty good, I feel like. You know?
Yeah.
Aside from that, though, I don't really have much else to say. What about you?
I don't have much else to say either. Like I said, I pretty much opened up my thoughts just saying I don't have much.
Yeah.
This is a pretty solid. What are we rating it at a numerical?
I'd give it like out of 10. I'd give it like probably like a 5.5. I'd give it a 6. I didn't think it was bad. I just thought it was boring. What do you think?
I give it a pretty firm 5. I think you're being generous there. 5.5.
We'll call it 5.5.
5.5. So translated to 5 out of a 5, that would be
like 2.5. Yeah. So next up we have Furious 7, which I've heard very mixed reviews. I've actually heard a lot of positive. So have you, right?
I've heard nothing about this movie.
I thought you said you heard a couple good positive reviews. Okay. So yeah, we'll be back in a couple hours.
I hope they go to Egypt in this one. I'm holding out for it.
Everyone.
Better see some scarabs.
Yeah.
I better see some pyramids and some...
It's 5:41 a.m. on July 22nd, 2021.
We've been at it for a while.
Yeah. What is it, like 16 hours now?
I don't know.
14 hours, something like that. And we just finished watching Furious 7, otherwise known as Fast and Furious 7. Again, bad name. They all have bad names.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I'm pretty sure Vin Diesel himself comes up with the names.
Probably.
That's my theory.
That's probably true. This one was alright.
It was actually significantly an improvement over the last one.
Yeah, it was much better than 6.
It was not boring. There was a lot of actually interesting stuff happening.
The only time it was boring, and I feel like this is kind of a common trend, is it kind of gets a little boring during the final fight.
The climax, yeah.
And that's like a little weird, because you would think that's like the most interesting part, but it's straight up not. Like, it's just...
They're not good at like doing that, I guess,
and
for some reason. It's usually the middle part that's the most interesting. They were so close to being in Egypt. They went to United Arab Emirates.
Abu Dhabi.
United Nations.
And that was actually really cool.
That was cool.
It was a cool scene. T-Pain was in it.
That was one of the best.
They also went into like a forest, and that was okay.
That was pretty cool.
That was a lot less cool than the Abu Dhabi stuff. They like went in between buildings in Abu Dhabi. That was really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you were right. They did almost go to Egypt.
Almost. It was so close. I literally thought it was.
Yeah, there really wasn't much else that was like interesting in this one though. Just like pretty much a major improvement over the last one. What would you give it? What would we give it?
Oh, we gave it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, a 7.
Which would be a 2.5. Yeah. No, what am I saying?
3. That's just a 3. No.
3 out of 5.
Yeah, a 3 out of 5 would be a 6 out of 10. Yeah. So.
Didn't we say 7 out? No.
No, that's 3.5. So it's a 3 out of 5 would be a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, but did we say 6 or 7? I don't remember.
I said 7. So 3.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Nope, 3.5 out of 5. We're very tired. It's been a whole thing.
Yeah, it's been a whole thing. I almost dozed off during that one.
It was close.
Not because it was a bad movie, just because I was tired.
It was Tokyo drifting to sleep.
I was Tokyo drifting to sleep.
But we're about to watch, what is it, F8, Fate of the Furious? I think.
Fate.
Fast.
They're saying F8. It's like Fate.
Is it like Fast 8? Fate of the Furious?
No, it's literally just Fate.
Is it just the Fate of the Furious?
Fate, Fate of the Furious.
Oh. That's cringe. I hate that.
I don't know.
That's like probably the worst name.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll report back.
We're about to watch that. We'll probably be back in like 2.5 hours. These movies are way too long. I think we found also...
No, the later ones are longer. The first ones
were like perfect length.
They were like an hour 45 to like an hour 50.
They were good.
That's pretty good. These are like an hour. These are like 2 hours 10.
That's way too long.
That is too long.
Basically, they could have cut an entire 10 minutes out of the final fight, and it would be a better movie.
Yeah.
For both 6 and 7.
They could have just improved their final fight overall.
Mm-hmm. I'd agree with that.
I don't think any of the of the two 10 length ones. Yeah. None of them have had a good final thing. Even
are you about to say 5? No,
I'm
Fast 5.
I'm a fan of 5, but think about the ending to that one.
No, it was great.
What was in that?
The vault.
Oh, okay. Actually, that was kind of cool. Never mind.
The only other thing I would say about Fast 7 before we go, Furious 7, is the villain sucked. It was really lame. Shaw 2.
Yeah, and the fact that he's gonna be recurring, they need to make that man more interesting if he's gonna be recurring.
I agree with that. But we're gonna go watch Fast F8, the Fast Saga, and report back. It's 8:22. the marathon is just concluded.
It has indeed. We finished all the mainline Fast and Furious movies up until 9.
Yes, which we'll see later.
Yeah.
We're very sleep deprived. This is probably gonna be like the worst review, just because, like, this is like where the sleep is really coming into play.
Yeah. After this, we're both just gonna sleep for a couple hours. It's probably gonna be nice.
We watched The Fate of the Furious. Honestly, it was just okay. It wasn't great. It kind of felt like a B plot, like a subplot, like that you would have in one.
Yeah, I feel like it could have been so much better had it not pulled the whole thing with Dom being like kind of taken over by the hacker.
That was super weird. They should have chosen a different.
Although
character.
I do like him becoming a bit of a family man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like he's got a kid
it kind of
now.
ends, and he's kind of.
It has a satisfying ending, but ultimately it doesn't really go anywhere.
Every one of these Fast and Furious movies has ended where like they could have ended the entire series, to where it's to the point where they might not have known if they would be greenlit for another one.
Yeah,
and like it's just kind of weird.
I think they knew they were going to be greenlit by these ones.
Yeah.
But,
I would say
maybe some of those first ones. Maybe not.
All the new characters they introduced were terrible to the point where they even.
What even were the new characters? I mean, obviously the villains.
Yeah, we got Cypher. Then there was that other guy who kind of was meant to replace Paul Walker's character.
Oh yeah.
I hated him.
He wasn't actually.
He was so bland.
He wasn't new though. He was in.
He was in the last one. Oh, okay.
But he wasn't like a main character.
It's like a side character. Yeah. So yeah, the plot was just kind of uninteresting. It kind of like stemmed from a previous one. I felt like.
Yeah, it was not great.
What did we say we'd give it? Like a 2 out of 5, like a 4 out of 10.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good.
Because it wasn't awful.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't the worst one we've seen today.
Absolutely not.
That was 3. Tokyo Drift sucks.
Yeah, we're not fans.
We're not fans. No.
Probably
the best one. We kind of conflict on this. I say it's Fast 5.
After we see 9, we'll rank all of them.
Yeah, we'll come back on a video, and we will rank them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
All right. Yep. So we're gonna go sleep for a few hours. We're probably gonna go see Fast 9 at like 3 p.m. Yep. The marathon is officially concluded at 8:25 a.m. on Thursday, July 22nd, 2021.
Yeah.
All right.
Very cool.
Awesome. They didn't go to Egypt. We're here at the AMC theaters. We're about to see Fast 9, right?
I'm hyped.
I'm so hyped.
Quite frankly, I am hyped. Also, they filled in the fountain.
They did. Look, the fountain.
That's sad.
I think it's going to be great. I honestly think it's going to be fire.
Well, I'm pretty pumped.
What we've learned so far is that the odd ones are always better. So.
Well, after post 3.
Post 3 odd ones.
Gotta specify.
So.
Also, can we?
We'll give a.
Is this even, enjoy. Is that direct the show?
Hold on. No.
Oh.
We'll give a bit of a review. We'll give a bit of a review after. Okay.
Keep you posted.
Godspeed. Okay. It is 5:44.
We finished F9.
Yes.
Just saw it in the movie theater.
Yes. The Fast Saga. It was very good, actually.
I was a really big fan of it, honestly. It's probably third best.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Maybe a little bit better than 7.
Yeah.
It kind of confirms our theory. We have the theory that
Han returned.
Yeah, Han returned. That was awesome.
That was cool.
It kind of confirmed our theory that the odd-numbered ones after 3 are the best ones.
Because 8 was one of the worst.
8 was one of the worst. 5 was a banger. 7 was pretty good. This was a banger.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really trying to build back the team.
They really are.
And it's even like they're starting to incorporate like the protagonist of Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
Love to see that.
Love to see it.
Also love to see Ludacris go to space.
That was one of the best things that has happened in the entire Fast and
Franchise.
Furious franchise.
Yeah,
was
probably
awesome.
it was awesome.
The introduction of if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about, the little magnet men.
Yeah, that was
Those
great.
are awesome.
Adds a lot to like the combat.
The combat was so much more interesting with those. You know
well,
what
like
I mean?
the magnet men
There's like a totally different element.
They provide like a different dynamic.
Yes.
John Cena I thought was actually pretty good.
He was good, but I feel like honestly, every time they bring in a new like person like that, like John Cena or The Rock, like in the first movie that they're in, they're not even in it that much.
True.
Like he's gonna come in.
He's
later,
gonna
obviously.
definitely like. I could see him kind of being like part of the team, but kind of off to the side, like The Rock.
Kind of off to the side on the team, yeah.
But I definitely think he's going to be a player.
He's going to be a player.
I'm excited. There's 3 more confirmed, including Cypher spinoff, which she was in this.
I'm not a fan of her.
She had a better cut. Her haircut in the first one was abysmal. It was terrible. She had like dreadlocks. It was awful.
Was it really that much better in this one though?
It was better. It was a bowl cut, but
know.
it was better. This has been an interesting experience.
I would agree.
Honestly, like a lot better than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Seeing all of the Fast and Furious movies like this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it because it put a lot on like mental capabilities, but I do think it was good.
Yes.
And I'm excited to see how the like franchise progresses.
Yeah, I am too.
Do you have any like final words? Because this is.
I don't have any final words, but I can now just confidently say, after having seen like none yesterday, I have seen all of them now. Today.
That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool
Epic.
thing. Yeah. Hopefully they go to Egypt in the next one.
Incredibly disappointing that
they almost did in 7.
9 movies they've never been to Egypt.
They were really close in 7, but they didn't make it.
So close.
But they're running
But
out
no
of places.
cigar.
They got 3 more. I think they're gonna make it in this next one.
Yep.
All right. Awesome. Well.
See you later.